Hello, my wonderful Pisces. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of your love life. So it's going to be your general love reading for the week here. So pretty much whatever comes out for you guys. Okay, let's see. Okay, guys, so we have two cards here. We have the Chess Queen, Trust, Strategizing, and then we have the Winged Wise Ones, Angelic Help, Miraculous Aid. Okay. Some of you could be in the process of, surrendering to something that you feel like you don't have control over, or maybe a situation that you feel defeated by. I do see you have assistance around you. It doesn't seem like it is, someone in the 3D. It's more like a sign that you're receiving or surrendering to a connection or something that feels like it's out of your control, but you're receiving clarity from it, even if it doesn't feel that way in the current moment. With the first card, we have Trust and Strategizing. What I see is trying your best to work through a situation with what you currently know and with what you currently have. So, definitely could be feeling like a very difficult period, but it's giving me a strong energy of like light at the end of the tunnel. So something may feel bittersweet, or something that doesn't feel the best in the current moment is actually working out for you. So let's see what's going on here. You may be communicating with someone where there's strategy behind their communication, or you're trying to read in between the lines of what they are telling you. Because for some reason, the Chess Queen is giving me the energy of the Seven of Swords and Tarot, which does touch on strategy. Okay, so we have the Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck, and we have the Hermit. Some of you could be dealing with the Virgo. Someone who is either not speaking to you, or, is currently in a period of isolation or solitude, is definitely thinking of you, and more specifically missing you with the Six of Cups. I could also read this as someone who's planning a return. So there could be an energy of being reminded of you this week. So they could be receiving constant signs. So they are feeling nostalgic, but there's some sort of a plan that they're making to return, but they're in a period of solitude right now. So the communication between you and this person could be limited. Okay, so I'm going to start off by seeing how you are being viewed this week. Okay, Princess of Cups. I see someone who really admires you, and I also see this card as some sort of incoming communication, okay? Maybe some of you are conversing with this person as you're watching my read. Energies are fluid, but I see someone who's admiring you, someone who wants to open up to you here. There could be an age gap between you and this individual, okay? Or for some of you, there may be children in this dynamic, whether it's you have children of your own or this person has children of their own. There's a very youthful energy that you exude in terms of how they're viewing you. You may have a very different way of, like the way that you perceive things, or it could be your lifestyle, or just your outlook on life could be very different in comparison to theirs. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo. We have the Sun card followed by the Queen of Wands in the challenge position. So you have someone here who's highly attracted to you and very focused on you this week. With the Sun card and the Queen of Wands, it's giving me a strong energy of someone who feels like they are at a point where they're understanding you on a deeper level. So in the past, if there was something in particular that you communicated, or something that this person felt confused by, something they were trying to figure out about you, they feel like they know you for who you are in the current moment. What's interesting is these two cards are coming up in the challenge position. So I do feel like this is someone who wants to express how they feel. They are viewing you as someone who makes them very happy. But I think that this could be an individual who is in their own way, or there is a bit of resistance when it comes to, opening up about their emotions here. With the Sun card and the Queen of Wands, they are realizing you make them very happy, and the Sun card is very optimistic, but it also touches on clarity or something being illuminated to you. And I think that even if it's a sign that they're receiving, I don't want to say that they're ignoring it, but they could be having a difficult time accepting what's in front of them because those two cards are coming up in the challenge position. Okay, how are you viewing them? The Eight of Swords. So you feel like this person is over analyzing a situation, or they're really up in their mind about you. Um, Eight of Swords could be you viewing this person as an overthinker, but it also touches on you acknowledging what they're feeling mentally restricted by, right? Whether it's their own thoughts, whether it's something that occurred between the both of you in the past here. You may also view this person as someone who thinks about you quite a bit, and you feel them tugging on your energy, but you may feel like they're not in the most action-oriented energy, where they're not really doing anything about what they're thinking or how they're feeling. Because what I see here is you're viewing this person as someone who feels stuck in their own thoughts. Or there's something that they're telling themselves, something that they're feeding into that is creating a block, some sort of a mental block for them. You can possibly also sense that when this person does communicate with you, they overanalyze what they're going to say. And for some of you, you may want them to let down some sort of a guard, or just feel comfortable enough to be open with you and not fear any sense of, judgment. So in your feelings, we have the Five of Pentacles and we have the Eight of Pentacles. Many of you could be working through, again, a very difficult situation. This could be pertaining to your finances or a living situation. For others of you, it's just analyzing your life and where you are and feeling like you're not where you want to be and creating some sort of a new plan, okay? This is very specific, but some of you could be like switching career paths, or that's something that's crossing your mind. That's very specific though. But with the Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, I will say that many of you are feeling like an outsider in this person's life. You could be shifting the focus to work, but I also see that there's a huge emphasis on you feeling like you were very invested, or you put your best foot forward, but you may feel like this person was either A, not meeting you halfway, or B, you felt very misunderstood. You felt like what you were doing or how you were loving this person, and the effort that you were putting into this connection was almost being ignored in a way, because there is a very cold or detached energy where you feel like someone was pushing you away or very closed off to you. Okay, we have the Ten of Cups in your feelings, and we have the Three of Pentacles. I think that you really want to work something out with this person. For many of you, with the Three of Pentacles, I think the first goal here is to have a conversation or come to some sort of a mutual agreement. And the reason for this, Pisces, I think, is because with the Ten of Cups, this is someone that you feel very deeply for. This is someone that, or a connection that you had high hopes for. And Ten of Cups is usually when you feel like, okay, this person makes me very happy and I do want to share my journey with them. But with the Three of Pentacles, it could be more of a practical approach. Let's speak about what's not working or how we can work together, but have it turn out differently this time around. And maybe you feel like in the past there wasn't really any sort of a plan in place, and that could be the reason why things did not go, maybe, or things did not progress in a stable way. Because the Three of Pentacles could also be a card of planning. So we have the Tower clarifying the Sun card. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Five of Cups clarifying the Queen of Wands. This person feels like they disappointed you. Yeah. With the Five of Cups, that could be an energy of disappointment. It could be someone who feels like they let you down in one way or another. And with the Tower and the Sun card, that is confirmation that this person is going through a wake-up call. I mean, I could read it as waking up to this connection, but for those cards to come out, especially in the challenge position, there's some sort of a truth that this person is having a hard time accepting. It's a strong energy of something in front of them, right? So whether it's why things fell apart, the Tower could come up in its spread when, a situation is built on shaky grounds. So they could be realizing why there was a lack of stability or how they let you down because they do feel like they disappointed you. But I will say there are certain things that they're either in denial about, or it's very, very difficult for them to accept what's going on here. And it's not to say they're not acknowledging the clarity that, they're receiving, but I just feel like there's some sort of difficulty when it comes to fully facing the situation for what it is. This person could be having vivid dreams as well this week, or there are a lot of signs that they're receiving, but it's more intuitive. Okay, so we have the World card followed by the Hierophant in their feelings. So they feel like they're ready to take the next step. The Hierophant could be a card of um, commitment. Okay, it could also touch on elevation, just feeling ready to take the next step here. And so with the World card, I definitely feel like they want to turn over a new leaf here. There could even be physical distance between you and this person for some of you. Now, I will say there could be a conversation that comes up about, morals or values or religious or cultural factors. So there could be major differences between the both of you that this person wants to discuss. Princess of Wands and the Temperance. Some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Taurus. But what I see is someone who wants things to feel more balanced between the both of you. Someone who feels like you guys are able to work something out, right? With a Temperance, I definitely feel like this is someone viewing you as, someone who makes them very happy, someone that they feel at peace around. But I just think that something is not flowing. Even if this person if they feel like they're up in their mind about you or they're in their own way, they want things to flow here. They don't want it to feel like it's forced, or they don't want to feel a constant mental or energetic block here. So I do see them working through that. And with the Princess of Wands, it could be a strong energy of, communicating with you and checking up on you. But there's a lot of passion, behind this communication as well. So I do feel like they have a deep desire to work something out with you. I do feel like they're very determined. But with the World card, I will say that they're acknowledging that the way that things have progressed in the past, if you guys continue to go down that path, it's not going to, work out. That's about a cycle closing out or leaving the past in the past. The only thing I will say that I see as a block is someone who's up in their mind and does a lot more thinking than doing, and be having a hard time accepting a situation for what it is. Or why, for example, with the Tower and the Sun card, it could be why things fell apart between the both of you. And again, I do see them acknowledging it, but there's it feels like a very heavy or difficult energy to process or deal with. Okay. 10 of Swords followed by the Queen of Pentacles and the potential outcome. What's the 10 of Swords? The 9 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Prince of Cups. I do see this person communicating with you. Like I said, some of you could possibly already be in communication with this person. But with the 10 of Swords and the 9 of Wands, it's giving me a strong energy of a bit of a defensive energy. You could feel a bit defensive towards this person, or there's some sort of a guard that you have up because of the past, and it's going to take some time to let that guard down. So I don't really see this as a conversation that leads to a commitment right away. I think it's stemming from a space of let's work this out, or let's come to a mutual agreement, and then we can see what happens next. So it's more of a realistic approach here. With the Queen of Pentacles, I definitely feel like it's someone who wants to invest in you. It's someone who still has emotions for you. But 10 of Swords and 9 of Wands is some sort of a defensive energy when it comes to a severe ending. So whether it's the both of you are still healing from what has happened in the past, whether it's reconnecting, right? But taking the time, but understanding, sorry, that it's going to take time to regain or build the trust between the both of you. Okay. So let's see if there's anything that they want to communicate. I wish things could be different. And that could be the 8 of Swords energy as well that you're viewing them in, like someone who's wishing and hoping, but they're having a hard time taking action towards you, or they're struggling with that. And then it says, I couldn't let you get close to me. So this is someone who could struggle with, the being emotionally vulnerable or opening up. And I really do feel like this could be a case of self-sabotage where they were in their own way, maybe ending a situation because they thought that, it was going to end anyways. It doesn't make it the truth, but it could be, someone who's feeding into their, well, someone who's feeding into their pessimistic thoughts. That's how, their mentality works. We will be together again. So this person does believe that you guys are able to work something out, and the both of you will be together again despite the difficulties that you guys are facing in the current moment. And I do love you. And I'm reading this last message, I do love you, almost like they want you to know that because they sense that you feel they don't, because based off of their actions, like the tone that the message was coming through and I do love you, it's almost like they want to, like they feel you don't feel they love you. They've, whether it's through their actions or whether it's in this case their lack of, right? But I do think that that's something that they want to communicate here. Okay. So that is what I'm getting for you guys this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.